looking at today? Wait, am I schizo? Has your mini map always been on the left?
Yeah, it's always left.
What? I think you're gaslighting me. I'll have no part.
Whatever.
Wait, nah, I don't believe you. Let me go. I'm gonna go check. Oh, I guess you're right. All right. All right. So you got to kill early. Nice job. And yeah, any focus. I know sometimes like you have focuses, or is this just a generic one?
This game was very frustrating for me because
Mm,
they have a
Camille.
Zillion. I don't know if they're dual cube, but their Zillion is attached to the Mbessa nutsack, and my Lulu is just like traditional e-girl, like doing something on her phone.
I think you actually have
Sitting
multiple
with
champs
Ash.
that counter you. Camille counters you. Kale counters you.
It
Zillion
was so
counters you.
frustrating.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
I
have a
hated this game.
they have a lot of good champs into you. Definitely,
I felt like I played like shit.
you definitely need to stack dragons really early because you will get omega disgustingly outscaled by that team comp. Holy fuck! How
Yeah,
early is dragon?
5 minute 40 is not bad, right?
Yeah, 5 more than 40 is beautiful. I really like how you skip Raptors to do this now. This is a perfect example of doing this now with good conditions.
Yeah.
You see jungle top. If you do Raptors and then like a lot of video players want to do Raptors and Krugs here, just because they want to cycle the camps as fast as possible, which makes sense. But it falls into the risk of now and Besta gets here in time, and then this is no longer a guaranteed dragon. And if you don't get this first dragon and they somehow get it, the game is fucked. Just fucked. Do you ping this? Because you should know
I
it's
tried
passing.
typing it in chat, by the way. He showed top on award
Yeah, it was
when
here.
I started Dragon.
Yeah, it was no, it was here. He showed here.
Hmm.
So I think you're tracking poorly here because he's on Krugs now, and he's on Raptors now, and he's on Wolves now, and now you're picking your Raptors Krugs. So your tracking's pretty poor, right? Because
Ah, yes.
just this time, because
Yeah,
like
he was already lower.
we see him right now. So this is like at 5:05 he starts Krugs, and then you ping he's on Krugs at 5:56. So, or no, that's not that's 5:46. Sorry, but yeah, because right now he's entering his bot jungle right now, and there's a good chance that like you made your I don't give him that much credit, but you could technically argue that there's a world where your bot lane's only playing this aggressive because like oh our jungle just pinged that they made jungle stop side and he's on Gromp right now. He just hit level 6 off Gromp and your bot lane's dead. I don't even think your bot lane messed up here. Um, with the info they like thought they had, they were playing pretty well. You like because they're 2v2s like monster winning. You know Asher Lulu into Smolder Zillion. So
Yeah.
um, since this not going terribly is actually like this turning out like this is like a dream scenario by the way. Oh, I guess Ash fucked it up. It was almost a dream scenario, 1 for 1. But it's still good for you technically. I don't know. I think normally, you know me, I usually love 1 for 1s. In this case, I think when you have to understand that again, I think it's very correct to do so, but you do have to understand you are behind on Umbessa because of the dragon. She got to do a full clear. She got to do all 4 of her camps. You only did 3. Gromp, Wolves, Dragon, then thing. You've never cleared your Raptor. So she's actually +1 camps on you right now. And now she also has Death Tempo to her Krugs. While you're so she's gonna do her Krugs as they respawn as well, while your Wolves and Gromp are up for 30 seconds before they're killed. So not only were you down 1 camp, you're also down like an invisible like
Invisible 3 camps.
yeah, right? Because she's
It felt horrible, bro.
right, yeah. So I think normally I love the 1 for 1s, but I love the 1 for 1s. I love the kill all 6 camps and then die 1 for 1. I don't
Yeah.
dying 1 for 1 with camps up is really bad. You technically even have scuttle up. So technically you have like 4 camps up, you know. Um, and it also puts you in one of the spots where I know like you're on dice here, but it puts you in one of the spots where you're now if you're in a challenger game by the way, you're guaranteed fucked because if you open blue, he opens to your Raptors, right? Or he's so fast he could probably open to his Raptors and then cross through mid to your Raptors. And now you're like, fuck, do I skip Gromp Wolves to come defend it? And then you're in a lose scenario because if you come and defend them, even though you defend them, you skip 2 camps to do so. And if you don't defend them, well then you're just down a
Yeah.
camp again. So this guy, obviously this guy just goes top and gets a freebie, but let's say top had no freebie, you're still in like a pretty bad spot here, just from the death, you know. So I think this is kind of goes back to like the what I've been telling you last the week is like the Udra thing. Like I got camps up. Like unless it's like a guaranteed super play, I really gotta do my camps. And maybe here it's a human factor. Like maybe when you see one like when you see Smolder, it did at the time feel like a guaranteed thing.
Yep.
But it just
I didn't think about the consequences, like how a better player
the
would punish my next turn. You
yeah
know,
the
the
pros and
better
cons.
player sees me here, and they know I did a top to bot, and they know,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
they can threaten
I also
everything.
think that I know we've talked um at great lengths about how OP Udry is, but I think in this case when you're not behind, but you're definitely not like super fed, and then Bessa is fed, and she's low advantage. I do think there's a world here that where maybe if she just invades your top side here, are you do you win 1v1? Do you know? Because I know Udry's OP, but I don't know. I don't know how.
It's not it's fake because I just run away,
Yeah,
like at the cost of stuff. I don't die. I don't kill
yeah,
her.
yeah. I know you don't die, but then
You
she
know,
she could just take over the
I
campsite,
don't
which
one
is
shot her.
which
Yeah,
is which
yeah.
is
I lose
which is just as
that.
bad as dying. I would say
Yes,
if you if
yes,
you
yes.
if you're
I
losing all three
agree.
top camps, it's like game losing. I'd say right.
Yeah,
So
she only stopped because I put the blasting cone on her. The scrying orb.
yeah,
The
but she
scryer bloom.
she got scared off from Ghost because Yon's dead
Yeah,
and Yunara doesn't actually matter. It's Yunara.
yeah. She was clicking down into the river, but
Yeah. So we pulled
she
this.
adjusted.
I think the fact you get these are fucking awesome. Cross through mid, get a freebie, fucking awesome. I guess we'll see if you win this. I feel like again, if you're not guaranteed sure you win this, then I think you should just very happily scuttle into your 3 block camps into base for hunting guys, right? Because here
Yeah.
you have 1300, so you can base for hunting guys before this dragon. It'd be awesome. I think here also wait, what's the math on it's 2100 for Leandri's, right? So
Yeah.
if you could do 1450, then 3 camps is 1750, and then Wolves Gromp will be 1950 plus, also just walking around. I think if you do a full clear, you'll have based on Leandri's. So as long as this guy doesn't immediately start Dragon on spawn, and you'll see if he does it because he'll be on the scuttle. I think if you do a complete full clear right now, you can base on Leandri's, and then you'll base and you'll open to this Dragon, to the second Dragon, which we've already established you need the Dragons this game to win because it's you guys get completely outscaled. So I think here if we can just say you get the scale kill, boom, I'm fucking just boom, 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 full clear, full clear, full clear, and show up to this dragon with Leontres, and that's our win con, you know?
Yep.
Because let's watch this. I mean, if you end up winning this fight, that's fucking better. Let's watch this fight. I think that's what your plan should be. Obviously, if we change the plan because we see a free fight, we'll happily take it. This is obviously a great fight to take because their mid's dead, so it's a 4v3. So I'm completely down to take a fight for sure. Especially if the enemy team is walking into us. This is awesome. Look at
Yeah, I
that
was
shield.
dipping my face into her jungle because Kale
4v3.
died.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. I'm not against it. Get 2 kills. Awesome. Leandre's 2100. Alright, this is Operation Krugs Red Base Leandre's. Base. Perfect, you did it. I mean, Krugs Raptor's even better. Oh, did he actually gets this in time? No, no fault, no shit.
Bro, he rips this fucking thing.
Honestly, I would lose the dragon the same way. I wouldn't even blame you, because I would do the same. I mean, I literally said what I would do. Krugs. I mean, the only difference I would do Krugs Red instead of Raptors just for the speed, but
Extra time.
but
Yeah, but look, look,
it's still not guaranteed, and it's still
it look.
50-50.
It's just a couple seconds. Like I turn the corner. I mean,
Uh-huh.
man.
Yeah, hindsight it's 50-50. When did you buy this? Sorry, this cloth. Now? Wait, did you? Huh. I don't know if I would buy that. I think I think I would just buy the Amptone thing. Do you think boots are really important in this matchup?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
I always just do
She's
the
more mobile than you, and she like legit fucking one taps you on the Dirk
Alright,
component.
I got you. I always just assumed that bear stance is enough movement speed, but maybe not.
Yeah, Sataru goes early steel caps into like matchups like this.
Makes sense. Okay, yeah. Yeah, loose dragon. I don't think that anything could. Maybe if you just did Krugs right instead, um, you'd have a chance of 50-50, but that's complete coin flip. Who knows? We do trade as our best play.
My Ash was really mad. Can you tap back a little bit? My Ash was really mad that I abandoned this dragon. And that I couldn't reach it in time because she's there. She wants to fight. She's posturing. She
Oh,
added me, told me to kill myself for this.
Like,
but like
yeah.
I can't push my face into that. I'm already late. Kale is already. I don't know. I
Uh,
already. This was dead in the water to me.
yeah, okay, I definitely don't think you should kill yourself, but okay, I looked away thinking, oh yeah, Dragon's gone for sure. But if your team is down to fight here, I think this is definitely a good fight. No, like you just base like if I'm you,
Uh,
you just based on full Leandres, you're a god, and this is and Kale, Ash is way stronger than Kale early game. Like Ash spikes early game, Kale spikes late game. If we look at the items, objectively look at the items right now. It's not even you can't even argue it. Kale is fucking Swifty's blasting wand, so Kale has 850 gold in stats because Swifties aren't actual combat power. This guy is pure damage. You're Leandres, and you're 5 Dark Stacks. You're actually really strong. I think this 33 is monster winning. Lulu has ult as well.
oh, okay.
I agree that the dragon's gone, but if we can actually just kill them as three, then I'm down to give dragon if we're getting a triple kill, you know. But
True.
to give dragon like so, especially if he's pinging, he actually has good pings. I didn't realize if he's spam pinging on the way.
Mm-hmm.
I, I
Yep.
I agree with him. I think this is a super winning 3v3.
Damn.
I mean,
Okay.
you also have to just also it's also one of those things where here's a better way to view it. A way that's it's not about this game. Coaching is all about taking lessons into your future games, right? Um, I can do the math on if this fight's winning or losing because I played thousands of games, right? I don't expect you guys to be able to do the math. So this is a better and healthier way to do the math. Don't when I play the game, I genuinely press tab. Though you're new to the program. I've explained this to everyone, and I stopped explaining it because I just kept repeating it, and everyone already knew it. So what's the point of keep saying it? But I've never explained this to you before. So this is how I view the game. I'll pause when you press tab. You press it. Press it when you. I think you pressed it here in a second, right? Oh, here you go. So this is how I view the game. This is the Chad Jungle timetable. I view the game as a timetable, and I allocate a point system out of 10 to every single champion every single time I press tab. And this point system is based off items, XP, summoner spells, ultimates, and then champion coherent strength, right? So if I was to press tab right now, this is my timetable. Level 9, up 30 CS, um, 2 assists over this guy, right? I would say Yona is stronger than Camille. Camille spikes at 2 items. Yona is kind of always strong. Also, Yona has a little tempo, which is stronger in fights, while Grasp is like a whatever rune. So if I was to allocate a point system on top lane, it would be like 7.5 and 7. Now I do jungle, 72, 75, level 8, 1 item. Pickaxe, Darksteel is actually around the same value because of how many stacks you have. Even though it's 350 gold and 875, it's around the same. Boots, longsword, this. I would say you guys are both 8s. Boom, 8s. Mid, this to this. Level 9. This is it. I would say this is an 8. This is a 7. This is a even though he has item Ash is stronger early, and he rushed tier 2 boots, which are actually good on Ash. So I would say they're around the same. I would prefer this Ash in this case. I would say it's like a 7.5, and I say this guy's a 7.
Okay, as barrier.
Yeah, and he has barrier. And Little Tempo is also stronger, right? So yeah, Ash is stronger in fights. And then if I was to say Lulu, I'm not really gonna fuck support. Um, I guess actually I have to look at support because of the 3v3. Uh, this boots to this. This is worth more than boots because boots is just movement speed, which is he does that don't use are used in fights. Same level. Zillion is more important. But technically you and Ash both get a lot of value from thing, and Zillion speed ups aren't that crazy early game. So I would actually also say Ash is Lulu's slightly stronger. So I would say 7, and I'll say like 6.8 or something, you know. And then I do this point system, and right now you just happen to be like way stronger on all thing, but it's usually way better to do this when you can see that like this guy's a 9, this guy's a 6, this guy's a 9, this guy's a 6, and now you know okay I'm playing with bot side, I'm avoiding top 2v2s, and I'm taking bot 3v3s, you know. And then you could do this with top, you could do this with mid, you could do this with jungle. When you see like okay, if I'm like an 8 and we're 8s, then I won't just run at him. I'll only take like close fights. If I know I'm a 9, he's a 6, I'm just gonna run in his jungle any time of the game. I do not care, right? And then vice versa. If I'm a 6 and he's a 9, if he's top side, I'm bot side. If he's bot side, I'm top side. I'm avoiding this guy like the plague, you know. And I use this timetable at every stage of the game to decide what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna play. So that's why I'm saying I don't expect you guys to do this, right?
No,
Um,
I should.
but I was gonna say the simpler way to view it, right, is if you're not like if you do this, it's like this is the dream scenario to be able to always press tab, identify who's stronger, who's weaker, even by slightly by comparing it in the ults, the items, the XP, the CS, the KDs, the strength in at the certain times of the game. And Dreamland, if you're able to calculate all this, then you'll know when to take fights and when to avoid fights. The easy way to do it, that is more easier for most people, is a blanket statement. Do we get outscaled this game? Yes or no?
Yes.
That's also very strong
Smolder,
yes, right?
Kale,
Yeah,
Zillion.
right?
Yes.
So then if this fight is a 50-50 for this drag, I think it's better than 50-50. But let's just say at the time in the game you thought it was 50-50. 50-50 is your best shot because in my head, if you are avoiding 50-50s right now, and that means you're playing the trade line. Trade line is always better for the scaling composition because when you trade, it's trading gold. You're getting gold, but they're getting gold as well, right? So trading is always better for the scaling comp. Fighting is always going to be better for the more early game centric comp. Ashe is an early game centric,
Lee
right?
Sin.
Lee Sin, Ashe, whatever, right? So in this case, if you can establish that these guys outscale, even if you're not certain that this 33 is winning, I'm certain it is because of my timetable. I always do. But let's say
Yeah, Ash always fucks
right.
people.
But let's say you're not certain on this timetable. That you don't need to be certain if you win this fight. All you need to be certain is that you lose the fight 15 minutes from now. So you know if you lose the fight
Got
15
it.
minutes from now, then this is the best you're gonna get. You know.
Okay, okay.
So that's the more transferable like skill or the transferable um
Right.
way to view this exchange. You know, it's not who's right, who's wrong. Is Ashe right? Maybe you're right. It's the what's a better fight to take? This 3v3 right now or this 3v3 20 minutes from now?
Yeah, I was trying to be fight avoidant where it's
You
like
know.
I'm going to unnecessary fights, blah blah blah. Like
Yeah,
I'm
which
going to
no,
bad fights.
that's a good thing to practice, but it just
Um,
in this game like it's very rare that people draft like this. This is not like they get out you out scale. This is like the fucking Avengers 20 minutes from now, you know?
yeah, I know.
Like this is literally like an insane comp. So in my head,
Yeah.
I would go into loading screen and I'm thinking, okay, normally fights I wouldn't take because I consider them risky. In this game, I kind of have to take them because if I just
Okay.
like trade and lay over and we get out scale, the game just it's just done, you know? Does that make sense?
I get it.
Yeah. But that's I think the important thing to take from that is like the trading philosophy is trading is always better for the outscaling team.
Yeah, I
Um,
learned that
yeah,
plus the champ select identification,
yeah.
like the loading screen. I mean,
I think that trade decision. Oh, they got dragon. I'll just take a top camp. Is like if you play 1,000 games, that's like the normal reaction. 800 games out of a
yeah.
thousand, and there's these 200 games where like you just get omega outscaled, so you just have to fucking flip it.
Look at this Zillion, bro.
Yeah, champ OP. Maybe in this game you have to rush Swifties, but also you also want tab for this matchup, so it's kind
I
of
can't
against it, right?
afford. Yeah, I
Uh,
can't afford to take Swifty, so I'm relying on Deadmans.
yeah, yeah, I see.
I probably would have if Kale wasn't also
80.
auto attack mid.
Or is she going
Yeah,
AP?
just auto attack mid.
Uh, good fight. Yeah, we just have to super snowball.
I suicided this, by the way.
Yeah, when you get out scale, these are mistakes you
Uh,
just can't make.
yeah,
More gold for Smolder and Mbessa. Camille's getting tier 2 top tower. They got the third dragon. I actually think, even though the game's 17-16, just because of their comp, I think the game's literally already over. As just that, in my view, they have more dragons than you guys have. They actually have more towers as well. They have 3 towers. You guys have 2 towers. It's like really really hard to play.
bro, it felt really suffocating to play this. Like I did
Hmm.
my best, but I was really emotional.
Yeah, I think you did too. I think a lot of times Udra is actually a really bad jungler against these type of comps, I'd say, because the normal reaction is when you play like this, sorry, when you're playing as a comp like this, is to just like level 3 gank, level 4 gank, level 5 gank, just make the game so volatile early game, they don't have a chance to scale.
Hmm
But Udyr wants the opposite. Udyr wants a slow paced game where you're just full clear into full clear into full clear. So I think when you're against a comp like this, you have to kind of adapt to it and play like this
Can I
as
invade instead of gank?
yeah, anything you can, just
Okay, okay.
because you have to understand as well, um, that like when by invading, you're stopping Mbessa from ganking because she has to deal with an invade. Because this game, Mbessa just got
Yeah.
insanely fed by just spam ganking your teammates, right? But if you're too busy like invading her, she's gonna be like, oh shit, I can't gank top. He'll take my wolves and gromp, you know. Or oh I can't, and
Yeah.
not in this case, but just as you get the idea, you know. Or oh shit, like I'm really fighting him on Raptors right now. How am I gonna gank bot that's pushing if I'm fighting to death on Raptors? You know what I mean? Like by fighting, um, like a lot of times in competitive, what I would do is with my teammates drafted winning lanes. Like I had like winning lane bot lane, winning lane mid lane. On Immortals, I thought of this idea with my coach where a lot of times this is the common thing, and this is like kind of LARPing, but the common like thing to do in competitive is if you have winning mid, winning bot, you just draft a AFK tank jungle, and his job is just to defend his winning lanes. Because the idea is, if you have winning lanes, they're going to like naturally win lane, get tower, get plates, get CS leads, get prio, play for invades, right? So the idea was okay. We drafted a winning mid matchup, winning bot matchup, and the idea is for jungle just pick like Sejuani, and that guy is going to be a front line who's going to defend his bot lane from getting ganked, defend his mid from getting ganked, and now because these are winning lanes who can't get ganked, again they're going to get natural advantages, and these pro players will use those natural advantages to win the game, right? That's like the standard draft philosophy.
Hmm.
And I thought of this idea on Immortals with my coach where we had winning bot, winning mid, and instead of just doing that, I just picked some psycho shit. Like I just picked like Rengar or Kindred, like some really aggressive jungler. And the idea is if I'm just constantly invading the
You
enemy
take over
jungle,
their shit.
I thought I'd take over. He is so busy dealing with invades that he has no time to go gank my winning lanes. Because normally, if you have winning lanes, that means they're what does winning mean? Winning means they have
They're
push,
pushed up. They're hitting
right?
towers. Yeah.
Exactly. So normally, if you're against winning lanes, you want to gank them, but you can't gank if there's a Rengar fighting you to death on blue buff,
Interrupting you.
right?
Yeah.
So the two options of playing for winning lanes is A, just be an AFK jungle and just stand behind them, which is good. That's not like a bad thing. That's the standard, to be honest. And the second route is just play like a psycho, constantly be in the enemy jungler's face, and if you're in his face, that means he can't be in your teammates' faces, you know. So
Yeah.
so in this case, again, we've already established you have three winning lanes in matchups. Yunar is going to beat Kale, obviously. Ashe Lulu are going to dump Zillion, Smolder. I forgot what top matchup is, but top matchup top is also winning as well. You literally in this game you actually have three winning lanes, so you have three options. It's either A, try to predict Ambessa's like pathing perfectly and just perma counter gank. So if he ganks top and you're behind Yon, you guys win this 2v2 early game, agreed? Like you're just gonna wipe them. Or if he
Yeah.
tries to gank bot and you're sitting in bot push, they're gonna get wiped 3v3. So option A is play like the Sejuani and just protect your lanes that are pushing. Or option B, um, just perma invade and play like a psycho and
I
be in
like
his face
option
so
B
he can't
better.
be in your laner's faces. That's the two ways to win when you have winning lanes. Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
because number one feels like a hope and a prayer. Like, I hope that I'm nearby the Embess at the right time
Well,
on the counter gank.
there's a little luck involved, but also like I would say like if you're like really gifted at tracking, you could usually like be able to like see the future and like know what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
But
I
I know
feel
what
like
you
the
mean.
camps are guaranteed, you
Right,
know?
they are. But like right now, for example, if you were like I didn't really pay attention much early game, um, but if you were like tracking and you knew that he was topside for whatever reason, technically instead of basing here, you could go here and start basing in the stop push. And then if he goes for this gank as you're in top push, then boom, you save the game. You know. Because funny enough, here I'm not even saying like go and gank. I'm just saying instead of base, I'm not even saying like sit in this bush for 20 seconds. Just start your base under tower here. So you're like
Okay.
you're 5 seconds later to your Raptors. Um, but if this like makes it so you can save top lane, then the game you just like you know what I mean. I didn't predict it here. I didn't think about it. I'm just it's an example. So it's not always open to
Yeah.
prayer. Sometimes you can see the future. You know. Um, but yeah. That's I think that's because I think once you're at this point in the game, it's really you have to just win a miracle team fight. Otherwise, it's like really fucked up game state. I think you actually did a good job snowballing here. You killed this guy, you killed this guy. You herald top to tier two. It sucks that Smolder killed you because Morgul on Smolder, but this is obviously worth because it's 1-for-1. Plus you're getting an entire tier two. But again, I think it's just too slow. I think the enemy team has just gotten too much gold on their like game carries. Even though they're actually trolling, they're actually like hard throwing. It's still like scaling is just so fucked up in League. Look at all this gold we got, and then we still look at the items, and it's still 3 items to 2 items. 2 items to he's about to get death cap, and they're same level. That's all that really matters for KL. She's same level, up CS. 80 carries, down 40 CS, up down level, 2 items to 2 items. The only lane that actually has a lead is top, but Camille gets to finish the Triforce and she's full build. So yeah, this third dragon decides the game. To be honest, let's watch this third probably. They actually guys got it. They didn't fight it. They just gave it.
Yeah, I was there first.
Yeah, they traded. They they did a good job trading. They could have lost the game if they actually fought that, because they would have accelerated you guys too much. Yeah, I mean, you're doing a really good. This is how you should play the mid game, though. You're doing a really good job. Is you actually kind of want to just avoid the team fights, and just get
Yeah.
perma get picks and play on side, and use your movement speed advantage with them ends to perma get picks. This is actually like a beautiful mid game sequence from here. 17 minutes to here is like all perfect. I haven't seen a single thing that's wrong. I think I think this inhib's good too, because if you could break this inhib, then you can start Baron on spawn with the supers.
Yeah.
But you weren't able to get it, unfortunately.
Yeah, because they reallocated Ambessa. GG.
Oh, you kill 3. I think this is game winning. Kill 3, you instant start Baron. Yeah. You actually won this game. Maybe. I mean, I assume you guys didn't throw. No, you actually this is actually a beautiful mid game you played. If anything,
Fucking go, man.
yeah. No, because you just perma got picks. If you actually look at this game, it's beautiful. Funny. You didn't play a single team fight. I say that in a good way. There's not a single team fight that ever occurred this
Yeah,
game.
because fucking what's her face is Hitler, and so is Zillion.
Yeah. No,
Ambessa is Zillion. Like it's
yeah.
so cancer for me.
No, it's
And
good.
did you see this little trap, by the way? Like, look at my wolves. When I stick my face into the wolves, watch. What the
So,
fuck is
because
that?
no, the thing is, you actually did good because you did it really. Because like the thing is, Mbessa played really selfish. Like this guy was playing perma for your camps, perma for his own gold, and
Yes.
the last 10 minutes you've just been following your teammates like a little doggy, like in like a good way. Again, like
Yes.
you're
Yeah.
protecting them. You're a slow bot. You're a stun bot. So I don't know. I think you played this mid. I think you played the mid. I think
Bro,
they
look
also
at this Ambessa damage. I mean, what is that bitch? Yunara damage on her
yeah
W? She one shot with
yeah
Shadow Flame
yeah.
W.
I only banned 2 champions in league right now, and it's Mel and Yunara. Fucking disgusting champs.
Bro, she just pressed W and one shot
Uh,
that person.
yeah, I haven't
Huh.
seen AP Yunara at all. It sounds fucked up.
Bro, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, I think the mid game. This is probably the best mid game I've seen you play. It wasn't even
I'm
that you did
getting better.
anything like well. It's that you just didn't do anything bad. Like you never like you're always there when you need to be. And I do think that enemy team trolled and walked up a little too much, but it's still on. It's still like their mistake doesn't mean what you did was not good. Doesn't take away from your like accomplishment. So
Hmm.
I thought the mid game was really good.